So this video is on the hardest type of Hess's Law question you can get. These questions do come up every few years. So it is not out with the realms of possibility that this could come up your year, and it is good for you to know when you need to do this method and be able to do it. So here we have an example where we have a target equation and then we have four equations that we need to do something to. Now remember, we have to do something with every equation. So if you want to, pause the video and work out what you think you need to do with these equations. If you've done that, I'm about to go through it yourself. If not, just follow along. So in equation 1, we've got that C6H4OH2. It's in the right place and it's got the right number, so we're just going to keep it the same at positive 177.4. In equation 2, we've got that H2O2. Now that one, we've got the right number, but we need to flip it. So that negative 191.2 becomes positive 191.2. The third equation we'll leave for now because there's something weird about it. And in the bottom equation, we have our H2O liquid. It's in the right place, but we need two of them and we only have one. So we need to multiply that one by 2. So that 43.8 becomes 87.6 negative. Now equation 3. None of the chemicals in that equation match our target. So what do we do? Now you could just add everything together and hope for the best, but you wouldn't get all the marks for that question. You have got to use every equation to make your target. And if you have an equation like equation 3 here that doesn't match the target, its job is there to cancel out chemicals from the other equations that would be left over or be included if that equation didn't exist. So, where we've got a situation like this, where we've got one equation that doesn't match, we're going to have to use the long method, and all the equations where we've said keep, flip, multiply, etc., we're going to need to rewrite those equations out. So we have rewritten out our 3 equations that we know what to do with, and we flipped them and multiplied them accordingly. And I've included all the enthalpy changes, multiplied out and flipped, etc. So when we combine all of these equations together, we would end up with this big mess of chemicals. And if we try to match that to the target equation, we can see that we've got 2 chemicals from equation 1 in the right place that are in the target. We've got our H2O2 and we've got our liquid water all in the right place. The issue is we've got 3 extra chemicals. So we haven't made the target equation. We've made the target equation plus extra stuff. And that equation 3 that we had on at the start of the question, well, if we look at the chemicals in it, we've got hydrogen gas, oxygen gas, and water gas. All the chemicals that we need to get rid of. And that's the job of an equation. If at first it appears that it has no purpose, its job is to get rid of chemicals that we don't need. So if we look at what we would need to do, we're going to need to multiply that equation by 2 because we need 2 H2O, we need 1 oxygen, and we need 2 gas. Now, when it comes to cancelling out equations or cancelling chemicals, remember they have to be on opposite sides. So in this case, we don't need to flip that equation because water is opposite water, hydrogen is opposite hydrogen, and oxygen is opposite oxygen. All we need to do is multiply by 2, and we would have all of the chemicals we don't want cancelling each other out. So hydrogen cancelling out hydrogen, water cancelling out water, and oxygen cancelling out oxygen. What we did was we multiplied that equation by 2, and the original enthalpy value was 241.8 negative. And so what we would need to do at the very end is just add up all of those numbers together, and that would get us negative 202.6. It is an absolute shift of work that needs done for these Hess's law final bosses. And the sad thing is that they're worth just the same number of marks as your easy ones where you don't need to write out the equations. So I would understand if you didn't bother trying them. However, it is not that complicated, and I would encourage you to have a go at these, particularly if you're aiming for an A. These hard ones are A-type questions.